Good morning, booktubers. It's Andy from Estella's Revenge again, and we're just going to call this No Makeup Thursday. I brilliantly overslept this morning, and so you are going to get another video blog from my office before work hours because that's just the way I roll, apparently. So I had, excuse me, I had a bit of an epiphany the last couple of days. When I started making these booktube videos, I sort of took for granted or assumed that the majority of people watching them would be coming from my blog because my blog is so much better established than this YouTube channel. However, I have found a ton of you booktubers and admittedly have been stalking quite a few channels that I enjoy. So if you've seen me viewing your videos or you've looked in my recently watched and you see all of your videos, don't be alarmed. I'm a nice stalker. I'm a social media person at heart, and so oftentimes during the day when I'm working, if I'm doing sort of a menial or tedious task as well, I will have a booktube video playing in the background because it's more amusing than most anything else. Anyway, I kind of took for granted that the people watching these videos would be blog followers, and so I've taken for granted what you guys know about me and where I come from and things like that. So I wanted to very quickly do an intro video, and I will try to be concise. So, my name is Andy. I'm from Texas. I'm a native Texan, if you couldn't tell by my accent. I get a lot of comments about it. I think even for a Texan, it's a little bit thick, but I'm okay with that because it's character, right? I have been working in higher education for almost 10 years. I've been an instructor of English since 2003, so it's actually 9 years this year. I have taught English. I have 2 English degrees, a bachelor's and a master's degree. And I actually work now for the university that I graduated from. While I taught higher education exclusively from 2004 to 2011, I left my full-time position in 2011 because the school that I was an administrator for was closing. And so I actually made a switch to doing social media full-time, and that has been a ton of fun. Like I've told my friends, if you do anything on a freelance basis for long enough, you can eventually make it your career. And so I started doing social media full-time professionally in 2011. The first company that I worked for, I only stayed with for a very short time. They were a media and publications company, and they were really cool, and they did a lot of amazing projects. And I'm not going to say what they are or who they are because it was absolutely the worst, most harrowing work experience I've ever had. So I was lucky to be laid off from that position, and I slid into this job as the director of public relations for my alma mater, and that has been the greatest work experience ever. I really enjoy the people that I work with. They understand and entertain the fact that I am constantly doing things like this. And I do their Facebook page, I do their Twitter. Beyond that, I supervise student workers. I have a new publications writer who's going to be working for me. I work on and coordinate press releases. I work on our alumni magazine and things like that. So it is super fun every day. Kind of never know what the day is going to hold. So that's where I am now. I also do still teach online classes because I can't not do that. I need my fix of teaching. And as you might have guessed, since I've talked so much about my work, I'm a little bit of a workaholic. That has gone to the wayside some in the last few years. I have a 3-year-old son named Grayson, and if you follow me on Instagram, you are intimately familiar with him. Because I post pictures of him all the time because he's just the cutest thing and a genius, of course, like all moms say about their kids. I love him to death. And I am currently a single mom, though I am engaged to be married to a longtime friend of mine that I've dated on and off through the years. We met in 1999, so we've known each other almost 15 years, and we are finally getting married. So I'm very excited about that. In addition to booktubing and blogging and reading, which are pretty obvious if you've been here for a second, I also love home decor. I'm totally addicted to younghouselove.com, and I rent a small home that I have done as much as I can to make it pleasant. It's a great place, don't get me wrong, but just to make it my style and things like that. I do like watching movies. I like film. I enjoy Netflixing it when my son is not watching Batman, and which is not very often. And I really like the outdoors. I like gardening. Yeah, so that's kind of me. Just in a nutshell. Really excited to have met so many booktubers already. I keep meeting more, some that, you know, I didn't even realize we kind of run in the same bloggy circles. So that's really exciting. So watch for a post coming up soon where I shout out some of the booktubers that I've been watching so far and that I really admire and that are who are already influencing my reading choices and my stacks and some of the things that I purchase. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing. If you've already done that, thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it, and I'm seriously having a blast. I'm totally addicted to booktubing now. So that's my introduction. Again, my name is Andi. I'm from Estella's Revenge, and I'll see you around very soon.